Okay, so I decided to record one more episode for tonight, just because since I've been behind, it'd be nice to actually record one more episode. By the way, as of recording this, I hit 900 subscribers. I was going to make a different video about it, but I'll probably will be doing a different video on it. But we'll have to see how I'll do that. I might mention that in like a uni vlog. But the issue is it's really cold outside, so I don't know. But let's do one more day of Ace Academy, and I think that'll be good. I wake up the first time my alarm clock and hop out of bed. Today is the interview. As I get dressed, I practice my speech in my head. Before breakfast goes by in a blur as I try to anticipate what questions they will ask me. Before long, I reach campus. As of in days, I go to class and take a seat by the window.
Good morning, class. I hope you are all prepared for the pop quiz.
Need to just tune these guys up because I think they were a little bit quiet last time. So let's tune them up. They're a bit quiet from what I heard, so we'll tune it up a little bit more, and hopefully we're not the quiet ones. We'll get a mess with this a little bit. Save. Sounds good. Boop. Good morning, class. I hope you are prepared for pop quiz. Pop quiz? I didn't hear about a pop quiz.
You are absolutely right. That is why, young man, it is called a pop quiz.
Get roasted. The only person who is amused by that is the professor. He hands one page out to each student, and soon I'm staring at a sheet of questions. I breeze through the quiz. These questions are so easy since the material is a repeat of what I've studied at CINY. I spend time completing the rest of the questions. My quiz complete. I hand it in at the front of the class. Thank you. I now return to my seat. The professor waits for the rest of the class to finish before beginning the lesson.
That is all for today. Have a good afternoon.
As soon as the class is dismissed, I rush out of the building. I'm not sure why I'm such in a hurry. I still have a few hours before I need to meet Yuna. I wonder what I should do to pass the time. Valerie Mayu. Valerie. I decided to relax at the Pilot's Lounge. After grabbing a drink at the bar, the tables watch the game, but a familiar face at the nearby table distracts me. Is that who I think it is? I make my way over to sit across from the petite girl with long blonde hair. Valerie! Her face lights up when she sees me.
What are the chances of us running into each other here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
It must be fate.
How did you get into the pilot's lounge? Only pilots have access. Did fate let you in? She laughs and points to the bar.
No, that guy did.
The man she points to is a tall pilot with dark hair. How old is Valerie again? She's only a first year, so she definitely isn't old enough to legally drink. What does this guy think he's doing? I watch as he pays the bartender and carries 2 beers back to our table. As he places one of the beers in front of Valerie, he frowns at me.
Who are you?
Someone who knows better.
What does that mean?
He has no idea. Who does this chip think he is? I don't think I chose who is this chump, but we'll see what that one is. Are you so bad with women you're resorting to preying on underage girls? Have some respect,
What
man.
do you mean she's underage? She told me she could drink.
I'm sure that defense will go over when the police arrest you for serving alcohol to a minor. She's only a first year. The pilot frowns.
First year?
Valerie
Is
smiles.
that a problem?
Why did you tell me you can drink?
I can. I'm back in France.
I'm not trying to get into trouble. Just forget about this.
Valerie shrugs as he walks away.
At least I got my drink.
Nope. I intercept the beverage before she can drink it.
Hey, that's mine.
Weren't you paying attention? You're underage. You can't drink. She crosses her arms and pouts.
That's not fair. I've been drinking since I was 18. It's silly that because the age is so high here, I can't drink anymore.
I get that you're frustrated, but the school has a very strict about its policies. If you're caught breaking the law, the consequences would be bad.
How bad can it be?
Like expelled bad. They're very careful, especially here at the Pilot's Lounge, where there is a grade that can't drink. Valerie's look softens and her mischievous grin returns.
I understand what you're saying, but I think you scared away my date not for my protection, but because you wanted me all to yourself.
I kind of want to be sarcastic, and I'm very much going to be sarcastic. It seems the feeling is mutual.
What gives you that idea?
Well, you haven't left yet, so I think someone enjoys my company very much.
Yeah? You're imagining things?
She pretends to be disinterested, but she's still here smiling at me.
Well, you confiscated my drink and scared away my date. Guess there isn't anything left to keep me here.
She stands to leave, but I stop her. I was planning to watch a match. Would you want to watch with me? She stands up and puts her elbows on the table. She's resting her face in her hands.
That depends. Will you get me a drink?
Uh,
A soda, please. What kind of girl do you think I am?
I match her smile and stand. Sure. Kinda want to go more towards Kaori. Fuck Yuna. No, I'm just kidding. I like Yuna. She's good. She's good. We spend more time together until I have to leave for class. Yuna's already waiting for me at the library. A tablet with the SBA logo is clutched in her hand. She's smiling and breathes a sigh of relief when she sees me.
Oh, good. You're still wearing your uniform. I forgot to tell you yesterday to wear it, and remember too late to text you.
Oh, I was so preoccupied with what I'd say today that I forgot to think about what I'd wear. No worries. I hope my voice sounds more confident than I feel. Yuna notices my waver in my voice. She places a hand on my shoulder. The heat of her hand soothes my nerves, and I relax a little bit.
Okay, well, are you ready to go?
Yeah. She starts towards the bus stop when I stop her. I can drive us. Her cheeks turn pink, and she grins widely. I'm immediately reminded of how her face lit up on the last time she saw my
That
bike.
would be great.
I lead her to my bike, and we both hop on with ease. She can hop on something else, if you know what I mean. Bazing. So once she settles, we speed off. Yuna directs me where to go, and eventually tells me to park in front of an impressive building. It's narrow, but shoots straight into the sky, cutting through the clouds. As we walk, a perky receptionist greets us from behind her desk.
Welcome to WorkTap Corporation. How may I help you?
Yuna steps forward.
I'm Yuna Misaki from Ace Academy's SBA. We have an appointment with Mr. Takeda.
This guy can suck a dick. The receptionist smiles and gestures to empty chairs.
Of course. If you'll please take a seat, he'll be with you shortly.
As soon as we take our seats, the receptionist types in rapid sequence into her computer, then drags the document from her monitor onto the tablet and disappears into the hall in the back. I glance back at Yuna. She's meticulously going over her notes. Are you nervous? She thinks for a minute.
Not as much as I thought I'd be. Are you?
No one can resist these pearly whites. I'm either really nervous or really hungry. Nerves are like feelings that don't exist. My stomach's in knots. Yuna smiles encouragingly.
Don't worry. You'll do great.
Her confidence helps ease my nerves. I smile back. I'm glad I have you here with me. Her blush creeps into her cheeks, but she seems pleased. The receptionist comes back and gestures for us to follow her. Her ponytail bounces behind her as she walks away briskly down the hall and directs us into the spacious office. A portly older man sits behind an old-fashioned mahogany desk. His jowls wiggle as he offers us seats, which we both take. The walls are painted white, but the one wall has a translucent scene with Yuna's SBA submission packet projected on it. His chair squeaks in protest as he leans forward to greet us.
Miss Misaki, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with us, Mr. Takeda. I'd like to introduce my associate.
I'm Tom Thompson. It's nice to meet you. He nods in acknowledgement while Yuna continues.
He's here to represent his team at Ace Academy.
And you are in need of a sponsor.
Yes, sir. He waves a hand towards the wall and shuffles the data on there.
As you can see, Miss Misaki did a detailed job of describing you and your team in your application. But I'd like to hear from you. Tell me about yourself.
I grew up in the world of gears, and I knew from an early age that I wanted to be a pilot. Well, as soon as I seen why I began my program in piloting and earned top marks in all my classes. Recently transferred and tested into the pilot program at Ace Academy, where I'm pursuing my degree in piloting.
As a transfer student, that's not an easy program to test into.
He sounds impressed.
Tell me, out of all your other options, why did you choose Warp Tech Corporation?
You're the best around. Money, 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 money. I didn't. It was an easy decision. Warp Tech Corporation sets the standard for gear weaponry. I read about it on the latest announcement of the announcement in the particle technology, some output on beam weaponry, while reducing yet core usage by 15%. None of your competitors have made a breakthrough like that yet.
There has also been some controversy over that release.
Some are saying using new technology will affect the longevity of a weapon, but there is no proof of that yet. I prefer to see evidence than believe rumors. He nods.
It's refreshing to see a young person keeping up to date with the latest releases.
I think I detect a hint of approval in his voice.
Okay, and why should Warp Tech Corporation choose you? In other words, what sets you apart from the competition?
For a breath of fresh air, my team is half women. I'm international. Balls. I'm gonna save that because I don't remember. My team is half women. We've got women. There's a pause. I'm gonna start. Makes me elaborate. Good if.
Well, I think I've heard enough for now. But could it the same be said for any other international? And there is, of course, the potential backlash if we support an international pilot. But
As a new team, we aren't so set in our ways that we stifle creativity, but not afraid to try new strategies. We think will benefit the team, and we are receptive to feedback. That said, we are also accurately aware of our abilities. We work well together because we are upfront with each other, and not only about our strengths, but also about our weaknesses. We use that knowledge to our advantage. I sneak a peek at Yuna, who looks pleased. Mr. Takeda seems to appreciate my answer as well.
Well, I think I've heard enough for now. Miss Misaki, do you have a copy of your team's qualifier transcripts?
Yes, of course.
She flips her tablet and flicks a document into the projected wall. View seems to be going well. I glance at Yuna, who smiles encouragingly at me. Mr. Hark takes a quick glance at the file and frowns.
Your team is only ranked 21?
Yes, sir. He sighs and turns off the projection.
You seem generally passionate about your team and your studies, and perhaps if the circumstances were different, we would consider your candidacy. Unfortunately, Warp Tech only accepts teams who are ranked within the top 10 from Ace Academy.
I'm still processing the rejection. Yuna protests on my behalf.
Mr. Takeda, couldn't you make an exception? You said yourself that if rank weren't a factor, his team would be a strong candidate. A representation by you would make a significant difference in their growth and development, and their success reflects positively on you and your company.
I'm sorry, Miss Misaki. I do believe with skills like his, he will find a sponsor. Just not with us.
Won't you even give him a chance?
Miss Misaki, I'm sure you understand the image that we have built and what would happen to that image if we stop recruiting from the top 10. I thank you very much for your interest in us and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Endeavors? You mean endeavors? His voice has a hard edge of finality. His gestures toward the door, then he returns his attention to his desk. All protester drop. Yuna storms out of the office while I follow calmly behind. Disappointment makes my feet feel heavy. After we leave the building, Yuna starts to face me.
A hypocrite! How can his company promote taking risks when he won't take any himself? I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It's okay. It was a long shot anyway. Even if we didn't get the sponsorship, I still appreciate you helping me out.
Don't give up just yet. I will get you a sponsor.
Not sure how positive I think it'll get us. Leaving less to imagination might work in our favor. Let's be realistic. I like your enthusiasm, but I'm not sure that alone will help us find a sponsor. She looks at me blankly. Without waiting for me to answer, she hops on the back of my bike and get on after her and start the engine. Yuna's quiet the entire ride back to campus. When we arrive, she gives me a hurried goodbye and rushes off, leaving me wondering what she has planned. While sitting here and showing up my thoughts, I'm productive. I have some time before I need to go home. Maybe someone will be free. Carrie, let's go. Finally done with classes for the day. For some reason, I'm strained to and don't feel like much like hanging around the campus. I go home and rest up. I said Carrie did. I walk past the parking lot and spot my bike where I left it. As soon as I reach it, a sleek white car pulls up and blocks the exit. The car has a tinted windows and looks like something way out of my price range. As long as I can see the back of the car, I guess it might be a Panther. So is it a Jaguar? Is that what's modeled after? Although the engine start is still running, there's no movement from the car. That's kind of weird. Are they waiting for someone? If so, I wish they pick up a different spot. How am I supposed to leave if they're blocking the exit? Besides, wouldn't it make more sense to pick up someone closer towards the campus and not the heart of the parking lot? Hop on my bike as I ponder these questions. Just as I'm about to back out, the passenger door opens. A smooth leg steps out. Following the leg is a cute girl with red hair. Wait a minute. It's Carrie. Duck out of the way. Stay still. Stay still. I pause on my bike, ready to watch the scene unfold. I'm ready to wait for Carrie won't spot me. The driver's side opens and an older man steps out. Looks European, definitely not Japanese, but I guess he's mid-30s. And I can tell he keeps in shape by the way his shirt clings to his biceps. He reaches in the back of the car and hands Carrie a bag. With a wide smile, he envelops her into a hug. I wait for the envelope to slap, but it never happens. Instead, Carrie accepts the hug without protest. How is she so calm right now? She isn't even smiling back at him. He tries to linger in the hug, but Carrie gently pulls away and waves goodbye to him. This man waves as he returns the car and drives off. As he heads back towards campus, the path leads her straight to my park bike. Hey, Carrie. She jumps slightly at my voice.
It's you.
She glances behind her and sighs in relief when the white car is nowhere in
What are
sight.
you doing here?
I think it's a better question is, what are you doing here? Carrie crossed her
I
arms.
asked you first.
Your answer will be more interesting than mine.
Wrong. I'm just going to my dorm.
Okay. What were you up
Does
to
it
today?
matter?
Just curious. I want to learn more about you. Her expression softens lightly, and I see a faint blush of pink on her
It's
cheeks.
nothing. Just a thing I went to.
Continue the pry. Yes. And did you go this thing alone? Carrie looks sharply at me, and her body tenses. No reason, just that your ride seemed pretty close. Carrie's face turns right, but her voice stays
I
level.
don't know what you're talking about.
Zia, it's weird to see a guy that old hang around a young girl your age.
Then don't look. Nobody asked for your opinion.
Do your parents know him or something? You seem to trust him. He's
None of your business.
unusual. I just hit a nerve. I'm sorry.
Whatever. It's fine. I need to go though. It doesn't. What are you doing here?
I'm not doing anything. What are you doing here?
Also nothing. No.
What?
Does it matter? It's not.
Continue the pry.
Why? I don't know.
Carrie's a boyfriend. It was the reason you resist my manly charm. She narrows her eyes. You're into more mature tips. Yeah, Sonia hasn't been around the block here once or twice. She pauses her mouth and drops open her.
Such an idiot!
You have to be embarrassed. Sonia naturally.
Shut up! It's none of your.
Yeah, so since she gets mad about it, I'm just going to.
I don't know.
Or just going to drop it.
It's nothing.
I was just picking my bike so I can go home.
Oh. Heading to my dorm.
It's okay. What are we up to?
It's nothing.
I'm gonna leave it alone. She respects Kara's privacy and trusts that she'll tell me when she's ready. Okay, if you say so. She nods.
I'm going now. I'll see you later.
Yeah, later. Wonder what that was all about. As soon as Kara's out of view, I kick my bike into gear and head home. Would be bad to date her and her not to be so rude. That'd be nice. I'm in a happy mood when I arrive home. Hey guys, I'm
You
home.
can't just decide that without telling me.
I remember this.
So cut it short. This is the opening day of my new restaurant.
Expect me to be there too. Take a closer kitchen. I can hear a woman's voice on the other end of the
I
line.
really don't care. Part of our arrangement was that we'd consult each other before making a decision, and we didn't. So how you're supposed to be in two places at once really isn't my problem.
A flurry of muffled words on the line has Kaito frowning deeper and deeper.
Don't forget, we are still married. We promised to do whatever it took to make sure nothing interfered with our careers. Well, if you don't show up, then that will certainly interfere with my career.
Married? Is he talking to Aunt Yuki? There's a pause. I hear them say, I'll see what I can do, then hang up. Uncle Kaito slams the phone at the table, then falls into a chair and holds his head in his hands. Hey, Uncle Kaito. He gleams up and gives me a big smile.
You're back. How was school today?
Good. I sit beside him. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I heard you talking to Aunt Yuki just now. Looks a little uneasy, but waits for me to finish. do you mean by still married? Isn't Aunt Yuki just away on business?
Sort of.
Kaito sighs wearily and rubs his temples.
I suppose you're old enough to know the truth. Your aunt and I are separated. We have been for the last 6 months.
Dun dun dun. Last 6 months. But aren't you divorced?
No,
How come we didn't know? We're your family.
we had to keep it quiet. Divorce is viewed differently here in Japan. It's not as common as in the States, and Yuki and I don't want our personal issues to interfere with our careers.
Oi. I remember the stories Mom told me about how difficult it was for when she and Dad first got married. She couldn't have stayed in Japan even if she wanted to. If you two are separated, does that mean Aunt Yuki is here as a Kaze?
Yes.
Shouldn't have lied. Does this mean I can see? How long are you planning to keep this charade up before telling us? He hesitates. As long as possible, I suppose.
As long as possible, I suppose.
Oh, that could delinked.
As long as possible, I suppose.
We live with you now, and would have found out sooner rather than later. Aunt Yuki can only be the away on business for so long before I get suspicious.
Well, I would have had her stop by and live here a few days before taking off again.
I raise a brow, because a marriage where you get to see each other once in every few weeks is normal. He sighs.
Yeah. It's inevitable that you would have started asking questions.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you when your kids first got here. I feel a pang of guilt. I shouldn't be so hard on him. After all, he meant well. It's okay. We were busy getting adjusted anyway. What did Aunt Yuki say when you told her we were living with you?
Well, about that.
Kaito trails off and refuses to meet eyes. She doesn't know we're here.
No.
Were you planning on telling her?
Of course. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I nod. Uncle Kaito doesn't stare anymore, but I can't stop myself from asking. Since you're talking about now, what happened between you two? He sighs.
Yuki was ready to have kids, and I wasn't. We discussed the possibility of having children when we first got married, and I kept pushing it back. I wanted to focus on my career, and for a while, so did she. But you know how women are. At some point, their biological clock starts ticking. She didn't want to wait anymore.
But you still weren't ready?
No. After that huge argument, we started to drive each other crazy. I became acutely aware of all those small things Yuki did that I hated. We fought all the time, and at some point, we agreed that this wasn't working anymore. And that's how it's been for the last 6 months until we can figure out a more permanent solution.
Huh, it's kind of funny that even though you weren't ready for kids, you end up with them anyway. He grins.
You guys don't count. You practically take care of yourselves. I'm just here to provide the roof.
Gee, thanks. Maybe it's a good thing you didn't have kids. He laughs. So what was the phone call tonight about? Kaito turns solemn again.
Part of our agreement for our separation was that we will both do whatever it takes to keep up the pretense of marriage when it involves our careers.
Oh, why not?
She's going on some sort of retreat with her girlfriend. Normally we consult with each other before booking any trips to prevent something like this from happening. But this time she didn't. I really need her there.
Don't worry, Aunt Yuki won't let you down.
I'm not so sure.
Sounds like you two had an amicable separation.
That's true.
Then you got nothing to worry about. She'll be there.
How can you be so sure?
Because she still cares for you and wouldn't want to hurt you. Kaito
I
grins.
knew you were such a romantic.
What? No. I wrestle bears and stuff. He laughs.
I'm just teasing. Seriously. Thanks.
Angela Kaito glances at the clock and stands.
I didn't realize how late it's gotten. I have an early start tomorrow.
Don't you always have an early start? You get up before I do.
True, but I have an even earlier start than usual.
Ech. 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 We say goodnight and Kaito heads upstairs. I go in the living room and turn on the TV. After watching my shows in the news, I turn in for the night. Is it just gonna go da-na-na-na? My jam. Anyway, guys, this was another episode of Ace Academy. I love this game, and I'm glad that we're slowly catching up to where I remember, because I like that. I'm also picking a lot of different things. I didn't pick some of those same options last time with the whole thing, which made it a little bit more amusing for me. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you're enjoying Ace Academy. I'm glad to be back.